I'm ready for Atlantis, yes.
Yeah, yes, the sequence, just like a mirror.
Yeah, I wish.
Cosa può esserci più di un re?
Un eroe.
I really appreciated the fact that you chose Italy to show the Atlantis people that the earth is beautiful.
Right.
So thank you from my country.
Yeah. Appreciate that. No, I literally, like, the inspiration came from I was taking a small little vacation in at Positano and all the sort of surrounding sort of coastal towns, and I got really inspired by that. I was like, wow, it would be amazing if Aquaman, you know, like for the surface world sequence, gets to visit a quaint little sort of fishing village in Italy, and so it kind of was inspired by a vacation I had.
There's a really interesting quote in the beginning of the movie which says, "On Earth you feel the tears." Do you think that feeling also bad feelings is important to not only become a hero, but to be a better person?
Well, I think, you know, like a lot of the good superhero movies, they're all very emotional, and they're all kind of like teaches themes and thematics that are sort of that are very human, and I think that's very important, and especially for a movie like this that take us into really sort of fantastical world with all these these larger than life sort of characters and situations, that it's important to ground the movie with human emotion, and that's why the relationship between Nicole Kidman's character and Tamura Morrison, for me, is so important, because it's the emotional backbone for the whole film that our hero feels and he goes through and all that stuff, and I think that kind of stuff is important, and I think that stuff is important in all the films that I make.
Without giving spoilers, one character says to Aquaman that he has to fight for everyone. Instead, his brother says that mercy is not the Atlantis way of life. So, do you think that we have, in this precise moment of history, we have to fight for everyone and we have to show mercy to other people?
I think, you know, I think it is very, I guess, appropriate for the times that we're in, especially for a character who's supposed to be a hero, right? A superhero in this case, right? But I think the bigger lesson there is, you know, like, you don't have to be a superhero to you know, to kind of fight and believe for the, you know, in the right things.
I really enjoyed the fact that it seems that you have put all together all your favorite movies. I saw a little bit of Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings. How fun was for you?
It was cool, and I know it has a little bit of flavor of everything, but that's how the comic book was. You know, like the comic book spanning like over 70 years just has like all these wonderful elements, right? Like they have sea monsters in the books, they have crazy sort of adventures in the high sea, and, you know, pirate storylines and all of that, and so. You know, that there's obviously that influence from that, and of course, you know, growing up being a product of sort of Steven Spielberg and George Lucas and Jim Cameron and all that stuff. You know, I feel like this was like a movie where I can finally get to, you know, do something like in the old school sort of movies that I love.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the movie.
Oh, thank you.